Hey, hi, howdy, how are you folks? My name is Nallex and welcome back to another League of Legends video. Today we are in the jungle playing something a bit out of the ordinary. It's been a while since I've made a YouTube video and I apologize for all of those delays. I actually took about a 2-week break from even playing any ranked games at all because I went on a bit of a loss streak. Really disheartening and, not super motivating to go on a 7-game loss streak right after finally getting to Emerald. I stuck right around there for about, I would say like 10, 15 games maybe, and then 7-game loss streak. I took a 2-week break, played 3 games, lost all 3 of those. The loss streak got up to 10, and ladies and gentlemen, we got a little desperate. That is what spawned this video today. After a 10-game loss streak, we were ready to try anything. And I just so happened to see a video about Jornngle. So of course, we're here to test to see how good it really works. Nice little curse, starting your W on the Raptors to get all that AoE damage off. Some people like to start the Q because it is a lower cooldown. Me, I like the W. I say I like it, like I've played it a ton of times. This is game 2 of playing Jornngle because, well, you needed a warm-up game. You had to practice at least once before you play the real thing. Kill that last Krug. Going on to our red buff. Now, the main thing that everybody gets super excited about with Jornngle is the fact that you never really have to recall. As long as you're playing smart with your HP, you don't ever need to recall because your mana will be in tip-top shape thanks to the jungle item. It's pretty sick, and you'll see it in use quite a bit. I believe I recalled maybe twice this game, and only one of those potentially is on purpose. So here we go, we're going on to the blue buff side. Now this clear is slow. You need to be aware of how slow your clear is and not expect to do too much in the early game on this champion. It's not what the champion's for. The champion is made for those who want to be super tanky, have a really fantastic engage. I don't know how that auto didn't connect, but somebody will tell me in the comments. Either way, though, we are just looking to clear these camps as quickly as possible. The runes for Jornngle, in case you're curious, are Aftershock, Demolish, Bone Plating, and I believe that is Overgrowth, as well as Biscuit Delivery and Bonus Boots. Now, you can trade out Biscuits for Cosmic Insight. I personally like the Biscuits just because they give you a little bit of healing, as you'll see here in a second. It's really great in these early skirmishes where, you're looking to get some fights going on the enemy jungler. My team claims the feat of warfare. I jump right on the Kayn, trying to hit that wall to knock him up. Unfortunately, I do fail, and right now I am spamming the number 2, thinking that that is where my biscuits are. They're on the number 3, and that's unfortunate. Not ideal for the first clear, but it's all okay. We're not quite strong yet, and that's perfectly fine. Now, if we had used our biscuit, it would have been a much closer fight, and I believe Vex actually would have been able to save us and help us get that kill. But unfortunately, you got to pay attention to where those items are actually going. Normally, I don't buy the potion early game. Maybe I shouldn't have, because then my biscuits would be in the right spot automatically. It's an overstep on my part, a bit ballsy to go for an early play on a Kayn. The good news is, it don't matter too much. We're just resetting right back into those Raptors, into our Krugs, and checking out that dragon, seeing what we can find. One of the biggest things you want to focus on Ornn is getting your levels up. You gotta focus more on levels than money. Honest to goodness. It's more important because as soon as you start getting your upgrades on your teammates, the better. You become an elite tier jungler just by putting some items onto your teammates. I'm out of vision here, finishing off my Balmy Cinder, just so that way I can really say I'm doing it. I act like I'm going to recall, then realize I don't have to because I'm playing Ornn. So I punch that dragon real quick just to test to see where he is. Kayn has not started it, so we are not too worried. And, if he is there, he's got full control of the bot lane, and there's not much I can do about it. If he doesn't start it, well, then it's basically golden time for us. Get ourselves some more jungle camps and hopefully get us up to level 6, or at least level 5. I thought I was already there. What happens when you don't get your Scuttle Crab? It happens. Leveling up that W first, it does percentage max health damage, which is really good for these types of jungle monsters right here, like the Krug. Not the Krug, the Gromp. As you can see, 1 W does about a quarter of its HP, which is good, because without it, oof, I don't know if we'd have any real damage. And there we go. Kill that Gromp. Look top lane. We know we've got a control ward in this bush, so it's completely free. But we also know that it's a Garen, and the likelihood of anything really happening is fairly low. Now look, we've got 600 gold. We've got the Garen. We can kind of just hang out in this bush for quite a while here. I walk up with the Jax, trying to see if maybe he's looking to go in and do a jump. Unfortunately, he is not. So we'll go straight on to this Scuttle Crab. With that 7 seconds that we've got remaining, might as well build an item. Maybe not. I'm too stupid. All right. Now keep in mind, I do play a little bit of Ornn, but mostly in the top lane. So playing him jungle is just a bit of a strange one. But it's going overall pretty well for me. My Jhin gets a 3rd kill. He's on a killing spree now. We see a big fight breaking out in the bot lane. Unfortunately, it is not looking good for the crew here. We're going to move our butts on over, see what we can find. I know what you're thinking. What is the first item I buy going to be? Now, we've already got the Bobby Cinder. We're going to want to complete that into one of the Sunfire options. But we're not going to go for the Sunfire Cape, even though they've got an Ornn, a Garen, and a Twitch. We're not going straight into any of that. Now, unfortunately here, I do just barely miss my ult on the Kayn. So he gets out, I waste my ult. But the play's never really done, because I'm never really gonna go back. Right? All I'm gonna do is go grab this real quick, spend my money, and I'm right back in the fight without even having to go back. Or perma clearing, or perma farming. It's really good. It feels fantastic. It's a slow start though, so you know, get your jammies on, get ready to go, because it's gonna be a long one here before we're super great. Getting a ward up there, checking for Rise. Now we are checking the Dragon. Nobody's on it. I don't know what this Kayn is doing. He's had so many opportunities to get this, but now my bot lane has the prio, so we're starting that Dragon up right away. With Jhin helping us, that'll be most of the damage. Vex kills the mid laner, so we have mid prio as well. We're looking great here. Just keep using those Qs and those Ws. I like to save the E if possible. If I don't need to, might as well just hit it real quick and get that popping. Now we see Kayn on our Vex here. This was one of many plays where you can just kind of see the strength of Ornn. Now Kayn, pretty slippery champion, all things considered, but if he's up against a wall, he's not really going anywhere. Boom, Kayn down. Let's go to the top side, clear some more camps. So we've got 1,400 gold that we can spend at any moment, but first things first, gotta catch this mid wave. We do not want any of this to go to waste. Now, do I really need the Emilio here helping me? No. Am I splitting XP with Emilio for no reason? Yeah. But it's all good. Emilio is going to check the grubs. I'm not too interested in forcing them before my camps are down. But you know, I appreciate Emilio's effort. Boom, that W starting to do lots of damage on those camps. That's what we like to see. Let me know though, are you interested in playing Ornn jungle? Did you click on this video because you were surprised I was playing Ornn jungle, or were you genuinely interested in seeing how it works and if you want to play it? And we're skipping our Gromp here because we see Kayn on this grub. Now watch the ult this time. I don't think he's going anywhere. And that, my friends, is a free Void Grubs, courtesy of Kayn. There's just nothing you can do. With me and Jax, and all my CC and all Jax's CC combined, there's really not much that he can do about it. It's beautiful. We're already 0-1 and 2. We have not backed in quite a while, and we haven't spent our gold in quite a while. I don't know about you guys, but when I play Ornn jungle, it's actually surprisingly difficult to get myself to stop moving. Because these camps are spawning so quickly in between every single play, it's actually quite easy to forget to spend your money. Now here, we're going to go into the Bramble Vest just because we know that we've got multiple members of the enemy team that are going to be doing quite a bit of healing. The nice part is, with the Bramble Vest and the Sunfire, or the Bomby Cinder now complete, we can actually just kind of hang out at the camps and build our items mid-clear. Instead of worrying about doing it after clearing the camps, you can actually just do it in the middle of them. And the camps will, you know, hurt themselves by hitting your Thornmail, and your Bomby Cinder is going to do a ton of damage as well. We're already getting to the point where we can basically one-shot these raptors, or at least the small ones. We'll go ahead and see what that damage looks like on the Krugs as well. Yeah, we're looking good. We're out farming the Kayn currently. Mostly just because we don't ever have to go anywhere. All we got to do is just stay on the map. Look at this. 900 gold. Spend as much of it as we can. We're looking to get that Hollow Radiance, I believe is the name of the item. It's hard to remember. Ult's up in 7 seconds. We're going to get Bard ulted, which is actually going to buy us a bit of time. Make sure that this Twitch dies. Now he can run, but he can't hide. He can make me miss though. I do believe I try to flash over this wall, catch him off guard, which doesn't quite work. But you know what? The thought is really what counts. And guess what? Even though I'm failing these plays, I don't got to go back. I can hit this tower because I have Demolish. Any good jungler knows that if you're not doing a little bit of turret damage, you are trolling. Go ahead and stack those numbers up now while I can. A little bit of bonus damage. That feels very, very nice. But look, normally, as any other jungler, this is where I'm backing, right? I'm backing to do my next thing. Instead, I'm building Spectre's Cowl, going towards my red buff the second that it spawns. I don't need to back. I'm already at full HP. Killing this next camp will actually heal me. And I can see Kayn moving towards mid lane. Now, here's where Cosmic Insight really helps Ornn. Because Cosmic Insight just lowers the cooldown of your smite, you can kind of just start smiting things all over the place. Now, of course, I don't have Cosmic Insight, but if I did, this would be a moment where it's like, wow, I've smited so many more camps than I normally would. Now, unfortunately, Kayn goes to the bot lane and messes with our guys, but they're too smart for their own good. They're getting out of there. And now we're back on to the Gromp. Somehow, Kayn is invading my wolves, but not my Gromp. Bit of a weird play from him, but more power to him, I guess. Either way, it doesn't matter too much to me. One less camp to worry about. We're going to go towards the river here. Scuttle Crab dodging our Q. A little awkward, but not going to change too much. Auto attack it once more, and that's the 74 gold. And the next dragon is spawning. We're going to want to try our best to contest. We do have no real pressure coming from the other sides of the lane, so we're going to be a bit late there, but it's all good. We can just one-shot these raptors and be on our way. Now we see Kayn ganking bot lane again, but instead of going to that play, I'm going to do this one. Watch this poor little Rise. The 1 HP Vex is gonna help me kill him very quickly there. What a beautiful gank. Ornn ult during the gank is so strong. Watch this. I build my item as Kayn's walking towards me. And unfortunately, he goes over the wall. It's unfortunate. Not ideal by any means. We finish up that Hollow Radiance. We got 2 more things to kill to pop our blue smite. We got 2 camps on the top side to get. 450 gold in the bank. Our health is literally full. Our mana is quite close to being full as well. No reason to go anywhere else. Let's just push this wave. Get another Demolish proc off. Kill the wave. Kill the turret. And just make bank. Unfortunately, I make the mistake of walking a little too far forward, get hit with 2 tower shots. It's not going to change the end result. Just makes it take a little longer. And Twitch is jumping onto our Emilio. So we're going to try our best to save him. Emilio doing God's work on his own. Slowing the Twitch, knocking him up. Boom, that's a W. I missed my auto attack, but it doesn't matter. Jhin gets the kill anyway. I'll tell you what, it's just too free. Just too free. Our second Demolish proc goes swimmingly. Vex goes bot lane to get a kill. We'll take that wave on our way to our camps. Now we're looking at the Rift Herald here. Gotta be a little bit wary. Both top laners are dead, but their top laner spawns sooner than mine. And they've got Bard coming back here soon. So we don't want to be the one to start it. We do want to keep our eyes on it, though, at least as best as we can. Now, we don't have the greatest vision control over it. I don't have any wards. And, you know, I haven't been able to switch to Sweeper because I've been on the map the entire game. Besides the one time I died, I have not gone back yet. My ult's up in 9 seconds. We're looking at that Rift Herald on the timer to use it. Nobody's on the Rift Herald, which is fine by me. We can still just go top lane and try to use it against the Garen anyway. One more auto attack does that Gromp in. And now, folks, we are looking for an angle. Hit those bushes, get that speed boost. Now watch this. Use your Q first to slow him, wait a second, and then you want to do your dash. I waited a little, not enough. So don't get the knock up. We use the ult anyway. And you know what? Garen's low HP. And if you've ever played against the Garen, you know they're liable to do stuff like this. No one knows what he's thinking. We'll get our Demolish proc off, and we will just continue to hit this tower. No reason to stop or do anything else. The only thing that's up on the map are just a couple of my camps, and this is worth 700 gold team-wise versus a couple hundred for getting these camps. I think I know which one's worth. Now, my mid lane is doing great, playing with me, which is fantastic. My bot lane's playing mid lane and not playing smart, so unlucky. But hey, we finished our Thorn Mail. Now, I probably should be with my teammate here, really making the play. It kind of works out, though, that Jax gets here a little bit later than me, and now we are a 2-man army jumping on these folks. Didn't realize how low that rise was. Probably didn't need to use my flash on him. We'll go and, you know, just hit some more towers. We've got another Demolish proc ready. We've got Jax Vex here. Why not? Go ahead and smash another tower. One of the things you could do on Ornn when you've got so much free time on the map is just get those towers. 2, 1, and 4 so far in the game. We've gotten 2 items, 2 kills, and 4 assists since the last time we saw the fountain, and we're still full HP and mana. Something that a lot of people get a trap, they fall into the same trap over and over again when I see people play jungle Ornn, and that is trying to buy yourself a Warmogs. And don't get me wrong, Warmog's not a bad item by itself, by any means. But, I don't know, it's not that good. We're gonna field goal the ult right down the center of nowhere. And we're going to ping that we want to take this dragon. We've already been stacking a couple of them. Why not get a couple more? I try my best to get my team to come with me. Eventually they will listen, but first they have to run in and get themselves killed behind the enemy's turrets. Jax is on his way. Get that Aegis of the Legion going. Now that we've gotten Thornmail and Hollow Radiance, we have a good baseline of magic resist and armor. With the upgraded boots as well, we'll have a lot of armor. There's no need to stack only armor items at this point. Things like Unending Despair and Jack Show are going to be our go-tos at this point, just to really stack those, you know, double resistances rather than focus on just one. We're feeling great, though. I'll tell you what. 2, 1, and 4. My team's really been clutching up here. We had a rough start with that early death thanks to Biscuits being in the wrong spot. It's not a mistake we'll make twice, and not a mistake we'll take lightly either. Smite that just to hurry it up. I'm trying to get back on the map so I can try and help my team, trying to get this Otacon. But, you know, the clear's never too quick. We see Kane. We see them try do some goofy stuff. We're just going to grab ourselves the upgraded boots with our 500 gold. Look at us go. What are we afraid of? A little bard action? Not me. We got our ult back up for this next fight, so we're not too worried about just taking it. We know that we are super strong, both as a team and just me by myself. 2 completed items, fully upgraded boots, and an Aegis of Legion in our pocket. It's going to be difficult for anybody to get a kill on us. We're going to knock up the Kane with our ult. Let our Jax do the work from there. Basically, the reason we're doing that is just to get him off this Otacon. Now, unfortunately, I am being left alone, and my team isn't coming to the rescue here on the Otacon. Gonna make it take just a little bit longer. One more auto from Jhin. A smite will do us. And there we go. Otacon, another dragon on the board. But we don't have to back. You see me start doing it because I'm so used to doing it on other champs, but I don't need to. I've already done everything I needed to do. Look at this Twitch. My team starts tanking a couple tower shots, starts to back. I'm saying, why are we backing? I've got another Demolish proc. I don't care about this Garen in the mid lane. I want to get into their base. I want to crack every tower they own. I want to knock up the Twitch, get him killed, one-shot the tower, and keep walking forward. I am not afraid. This is Ornn jungle, ladies and gentlemen. What do we have to be afraid of except fear itself? I'm trying to give a speech, trying to sound cool, but honestly, I'm just killing towers. Now, Kane goes in, gets feared, stunned, and jumped. He's dead. We're walking towards the inhibitor tower at this point. We're still full health. We still got most of our mana. Folks, we do not have anything to fear. Jump in on the rise, hit him with the brittle proc. Unfortunately, Vex misses their ult, which is just a very sad moment. And now Garen's coming in, but we got our ult back up in 10 seconds. We pop another brittle stack onto the Garen. We're hitting Rise. We're seeing Twitch. We're getting hit with a lot of auto attacks, but it doesn't matter, folks. They can't kill me. Hey, Twitch. Ram. Rise luckily flashes away just in time for me not to kill him. What are they gonna do against it? Folks, I'm already level 14. It's time to start upgrading my teammates. It's time to end the game. We're gonna hit the tower, do 1 billion damage, upgrade Vex's item, but unfortunately, Kane has a much better idea of what he wants to do. Stops us from upgrading the item, but he's not gonna stop us from getting the next tower. Rise, however, doing a lot of damage. The health bars are getting pretty low here. And there is the Garen. Garen ult, 1200 true damage into my face. Fine. If you must send me back to the fountain, I will go back to the fountain. I love this champion. There's nothing more fun than staying on the... I'm no joke, was on the map for 20 minutes without basing. Now, unfortunately, we did stay a little too long. But we got 2 Nexus turrets, 2 inhibitors. Can't really complain too much about that, even if we give up a couple of kills in the process. Ornn jungle, are you starting to understand it now? Now imagine if I wasted a bunch of my time trying to get a Warmogs instead of all these resistances. Life would not be quite as sweet. Life would not be quite as sweet. Let's get that Unending Despair. We're going into Jack shows next. Another big bait item that I see a lot of people almost start to build on Ornn jungle is Heartsteel. Folks, you're playing a jungler. Heartsteel's not going to be that good. You're not laning against an opponent where you're going to get consistent procs. Now, sure, you'll get plenty of ganks off, and you'll get some procs off of that. Not enough to make it worth the amount of gold that you're spending on it. Trust me when I tell you this. Do not buy Heartsteel. It is a bait. Buying resistances like this is what's going to take you from a basic Ornn jungle player to a GOAT with great big horns. I was trying to make a ram joke there. I couldn't think of anything good. Bard's in the pit. No one really knows why. He's gonna jump. I don't know why I'm ulting this. Maybe just because it makes me feel good. But this guy's dead. And look at that. We are back onto another dragon. We're still level 14. We will finally start to upgrade the Jhin. I couldn't remember who I did first, Jhin or Vex. But look, we're going to get this dragon, get another upgrade on the board. We're going to immediately start upgrading that Vex. That's 2 big upgrades on my team. I believe the Ornn upgrades give you an extra 1,500 gold worth of stats on every item. We've got it on 2 of our biggest carries. Honestly, once you upgrade somebody's item, and this might be a bad opinion, I think everybody should get an assist on Ornn. Every time you upgrade somebody's item, when they get a kill, you should get an assist. Because isn't that our kill at that point, you know? Now, we don't have our ult up for another couple seconds, but doing enough damage to get the root off from the Jhin. What a beautiful engage. Flash E to get the Jhin W off, and then we pop the rest of our combo as well. Kayn sees us start the Baron, thinks that it's a good idea to jump in on us. We one-shot him. I don't even get knocked up because I pressed my W at the right time. What is Kayn gonna do? Kayn's a great champion against tanks, but he's just getting absolutely slaughtered by the Ornn jungle. Baron's more of a formality at this point. Smite it, get level 16. Go ahead and upgrade Melio. At least I hope so. I could have already done it by now. Maybe I'm just looking at the team, seeing the damage, the absolute calamity that's befallen the enemy team. There's the upgrade on the Melio. And folks, it's time for the victory charge. We're going straight into the base. Ornn jungle. 3-2-13 so far. We're gonna get a couple more assists here as the game continues going where it's going. There's the rise. Kayn jumping onto the Vex at full HP means he's not gonna heal at all. We'll get the assist for it, even though we really didn't do too much. Garen going in next. 1 HP himself. It's time for another Demolish proc, our 7th of the game. Eventually, once we get out of this Bard ult. Boom, there it is, half the turret's HP, because we are the tankiest mother effers in the game. Ornn jungle, 3-2-15. It's a pretty good game, really. Use this trick to break your own loss streak. 10 losses in a row. We play Ornn jungle on the ranked game 1 time. That's all you need. Thank you so much for watching, folks. My name is Nallex. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.